Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Steve. I'm back again with another video. I'm actually trying to get as much content on this channel as possible in the next several weeks. I'll be dropping another video later on this week as well. So, that's what I'll be a total of 3 videos in 1 week. I haven't done that in like forever. So, as always, make sure you like, share, comment below, join the free Telegram group, and shoot me an email if you want to join my private inside Discord group. And for all those who've been emailing me, I'm going to get back to everybody. I've just been getting a floodgate of inquiries and everything like that. I'm trying to get to everybody one-on-one. I don't like to rush the process. I like to talk to every person before I allow them to be in my inner circle. So that's that. But today, what I'm going to be talking about is how to use multiple confirmations to confirm a trade, basically confluence, using other tools in alignment with your analysis. And it could be a very powerful thing if you know what you're doing. Now, I do want to point this out because I brought this up, I think today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday, my Go Live session. But I was explaining, a lot of times, one of the reasons why people struggle is they're trying to be exactly like their mentor. They're trying to be exactly like the person they're following, and which is great. It's a compliment. Obviously, whoever you follow, it might be myself, it might be one of the other greats that's out there. So many traders out there, it's hard to keep up. Always a new person popping up. But where a lot of people fail sometimes is they're trying to be too much like that trader. All right. I don't want nobody to be like me. You know why? Because there's only me. I want you to be you, right? God made you for a reason. So I look at it like this. Think about learning how to drive a car. All right. Whoever taught you how to drive a car, your mom, your dad, whoever. All right. They taught you how to drive a car, but at the end of the day, you added your own spice to it. You added your own flavor, right? You don't drive exactly like mom and dad. All right. If you get into a vehicle, I'm pretty sure, I'm about 97, probably 99% sure you do not drive exactly like your mom and dad or whoever taught you how to drive. You got to be the same way in the markets. You want to take our foundation, what we teach you, and then you want to sprinkle your style. So that could be like, for example, I trade mostly naked for the most part. All right. I don't use any other indicators. But for you, you might need to use a moving average, a Bollinger Band, or whatever. All right. That's your style. That's what makes you comfortable. At the end of the day, your battle is not with me. Your battle is with the market. So whatever's going to help you beat the market, that's what you want to do. All right. So don't come on here and play like, well, I want my charts exactly like Steve. No, not necessarily. All right. You want the foundation of what I'm providing to be there, but you want to add in your sauce. You want to add in your style of trading because that's what's going to make you you. That's what's going to make you profitable. All right. So that's very, very important. All right. So with that being said, we're going to look at a couple of pairs, gold being one of my favorites. And we're going to break this down, and I'm going to show you guys how you can use the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? Very popular tool. A lot of traders use it. I'm going to show you how I use it because for the most part, I trade pretty much what you're seeing right now. I don't add anything extra. Really, I don't even utilize the MACD like that. But still, it can be a great extra confirmation, especially when you use confluence. All right. So multiple confirmation to strengthen your analysis. All right, guys. So first things first, you want to always look at the higher time frame. I always say that, guys. I've been saying that for years. All right. The 3 major higher time frames: daily, weekly, monthly. So even though you can be on the 15-minute and you move up to the 1 hour, you can say, well, that's a higher time frame. Yes, obviously, but it's not one of the major 3 time frames. All right. Daily, weekly, monthly. I mostly focus on the daily, weekly. Rarely do I go on the monthly. Only time I go on the monthly is if I can't see structure or what price is doing on the daily or weekly. Right. But for the most part, you're pretty safe on the daily and weekly. So I like to identify what's overall trend, what the market is currently doing. So right now, we're obviously in a downtrend, right? We're in an overall downtrend. I started right here because this was the last major pullback, right? Boom. We're currently in a downtrend. So I'm going to go down to the 4 hour. All right. And on the 4 hour, I see that price, right? Obviously, it already made its move. If you watch my last video, I showed how basically we dropped in the chat the markup for gold, how it was setting up for a sell last week. And as you can see, played out pretty nice. All right. So I'm going to use the replay and just go back here for a second. All right. I want to erase that. So what do you see going on right now? All right. You probably see the same thing that I see. Currently, price is in a bullish uptrend. All right. And if you look at the MACD, it's also basically at a retest. Now, what do I mean by a retest? Basically, this bullish crossover on the MACD, right? If I compare it to the previous bullish crossover, which is up here, right, which is right here, and then from a price action standpoint up here, price has not broken, right? This is where price is currently. It has not broken this previous high. So that's a good thing. So it's in alignment with this overall downtrend that I have on the daily. Overall downtrend on the daily. All right. When I go down to a 4-hour, I'm at a 4-hour retest. All right. So again, daily downtrend. I go down to the 4-hour. I'm at a 4-hour retest. Perfect. Plus, what do I also see? I also got a POI currently right here. I mean, the last bullish candle. POI, point of interest, last bullish candle for this bearish move down. Now, this bearish move down, I want to identify it, right? And I'm going to identify it with this fib retracement tool. I'm going to measure just this leg. So I'm going to take it from this high. So to make life easy, what I like to do, guys, is every time I use the Fibonacci tool, I like to take it from each leg. And how you can do that is when you take the tool, look at your MACD. All right, for those who do utilize the MACD indicator, notice this was the last bullish uptrend. So I'm going to take it from this high all the way to this bearish downtrend because we are in a downtrend, right? See how easy that is? And remember, I'm looking for price to pull back, retrace to one of these levels before I start selling again. All right. Now, real quick, because I know a lot of people are going to ask. So I'm going to click on my settings for the fib retracement tool because everybody modifies it to their liking. This is what I have. This is what I like. So take a quick Snapchat of this. All right, perfect. There you go. All right. And what you want to do is when price is pulling back to these fib levels, all right. Actually, what do I got going on over here? Double click. I actually don't like the 23 and there we go. There we go. I don't really like the 23 and the 38. So I got rid of that. So 50, 60, 70, 786, and 88. And then 100, of course. So anyways, what I'm looking for is price to pull back to these fib levels and line it up with the POI. See that? Pull back to the fib level and line it up to the POI. And as you can see, all right, I got price action levels over here. Perfect. And as you can see, basically at the top. All right. Now, you're probably wondering, all right, so which one do I want to focus on, Steve? Well, again, this is all on the 4-hour. Remember, when you're looking for your entry, you should always utilize the smaller time frame. All right. So if I'm on the 4-hour, I want to make my way down to like the 15-minute, the 5-minute, even the 1-minute, right? And what am I looking for? I'm looking for a break and retest inside of this zone. And if I get my break and retest, perfect. I know my trade is ready to go. So currently when price came here, right, I just moved down to the 15-minute time frame. I didn't get no break and retest. So there's no real reason for me to sell. I mean, if I would have shorted at the 50% fib level, you know, I would have gotten some activity, but not the move that I'm looking for. All right, perfect. So once price blew beyond the 50 fib level, right, you see, it didn't stop. Went past the 618, and I don't have to pay attention to the 618, right? Because look at that strong bullish candle. All right. Remember, guys, when you're looking for your POIs, all right, always remember, okay, if this is a bearish down move, I'm looking for all the bullish candles in between these bearish candlesticks. All right, that's where my activity is. That's where price is going to, when it retraces, it pulls back. That's where you're going to get some activity. That's where you're going to get some traction. Okay, so now when price got all the way up here, and again, the fib works great because now I can look at the levels and see if it lines up with a POI. All right, so that's an extra confirmation. So if you watch my previous videos, before it was just, all right, let price break structure, like how it does here, like how it does here. And then I want to see if price pulls back to this POI level, to the next POI level. So now with the fib, right, that's an extra confirmation tool. So now I know, now I can line it up with the fib levels. So I didn't get no traction over here. So now price pulls back to the 786.88, right? Another POI zone. So again, at this point, now I want to watch how price action moves. All right, we're just going to fast forward that real quick. And when I get up there, same thing. I'll go down to a 15-minute, and again, 15, 5-minute, whatever you feel comfortable. All right, boom. Price came up. I got a break. There was a break of structure here. Perfect. EOS. And then price pulled back. Retest. See how it did that? And if I want, I'm not trying to make this video too advanced. I can add another fib, right? I can add another fib right here and see how price pulls back and reacts at these levels again. All right. I can do this on any time frame, but to make this simple, right, I'm just going to leave my fibs extension on the 4-hour. So now I'm just looking for my break and retest. And notice how price comes back and retests right at the 88, near the 88, and look at my POI candle. All right, this was the last bullish candle for this bearish move down. So this is my POI candle. This is my point of interest. So back up, price pulls back there, right? I'm just waiting for bearish activity. Once I get that, place my stop loss above that previous high, and then boom, voila. There's my move to the downside, right? I can go back to the 4-hour because that's where I was analyzing everything. And I could take this to each fib level as take profit points, right? 786, the 618, the 50%. And as you can see, eventually it's going to get all the way back down here, right? So just adding the fib extension, right, gives me extra confirmation and letting me know if the move is going to happen or not, right? So now that's giving you more confidence as a trader because, as we all know, confidence is everything when we're trading. We need that confidence. The last thing you want to do when you're trading, when you're taking, when you're looking at the market, is having lack of confidence. It's one of the things many traders struggle with. Traders will actually know the strategy. They'll know what to do, but they're scared to pull the trigger, right? They'll catch FOMO, right? Fear of missing out so much, all because lack of confidence. So now, just by adding an extra tool, and if I wanted to, right, I don't want to add too many indicators. That's me personally. But if you were the type, right, you like indicators, you want that extra confirmation, I can add a moving average here. So now when price is pulling back, I can say, all right, well, when I get that retest, all I'm looking for is that crossover. I got my breaker structure perfect. Price pulls back. And now I'm just looking for price to close below my moving average. All right. You can have one moving average. You can change the settings. You can put a 200 SMA or EMA or whatever you want. Or 2 moving averages. So you can do the golden cross or the death cross, however you want. Whatever's going to make it comfortable for you to trade. Whatever's going to give you that ultimate confidence. All right. And this is how you can use multiple confluence multiple confirmations to justify why you should take a trade. All right. So another example, let's take GU. All right. So GU actually in a perfect spot, but we're going to look at this. All right. We're in a downtrend. Perfect. Let's go to the 4-hour. All right. So I know price currently, right, still in a downtrend. Came down. Look how it retested, right? Came back. See from here, bullish, went bearish, came back bullish. Perfect. I want to find my POI zones and see if they coordinate at one of the levels. And this is where I want to potentially look for sell opportunities, right? I got a POI level right here. And then I got another one right at the 786. Go down to a smaller time frame, 15-minute, 5-minute, whichever one you feel comfortable with. And all you're looking for is a simple break and retest. Notice at this level here, I didn't get no break and retest. There was no break and retest. See, price didn't come. There was no break. There was no retest. All right, price moved up to the next fib level, the 786. Right? I got my break. I got my retest. I got a couple retests here. So at this point, I can look for potential sell opportunities. Now, as you can see, price didn't go far. But I'll say this, it went far enough for me to catch 122 pips. Does that make sense? Hopefully you guys understand that, right? Very, very important. And also very powerful. Again, if you want to add in a moving average, a Bollinger Band, whatever is going to give you that ultimate confidence. All right. Now, seeing how price, right, didn't break down, we can see that, all right, prices is still going up. It looked like we're getting a potential reversal here. All right. And it's important to know when market changes structure on you guys, you have to change with it. So even though right now I had this for a sell, this looks like it's going to go for a buy, especially if this gets broken. If this gets broken, now guess what? I'm not using my fibs to set up for a sell. I'm using my fibs to set up for a buy, right? I'm going to drag it from the low to the high, as opposed from the high to the low, right? So tomorrow, right, because we're technically at a 4-hour retest, one or two things going to happen. We're either going to get a sell and price going to pull back to the 50, 61, potentially all the way back to the bottom, or we're going to break this high, retest, and then go to the extended fib levels. See how you can use fibs to your advantage in conjunction with your trading strategy, right? It's a powerful, powerful technique. And I advise a lot of you guys to do the exact same thing. All right. I'll look at another. You can do this with any pair, any setup, right? Let's take Euro JPY. Perfect. Again, I want to identify overall, what is price doing? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? Currently, we're in an uptrend. Perfect. Before that, though, price was pulling back. It was coming down. So if I was to use this fib and drag it down, boom, I wouldn't have been wrong when this pulled back and retest, right? Because to the left of me, I had POI zones and we had a bit of a sell-off. And notice how price came right to the 50 fib. And if you look left, you have what? POI zones, right? Price didn't break. And now setting up for a bigger move to the upside. So with the breaker structure of this, definitely over here, I can easily see this going much, much higher. Let's go to the daily, weekly. What do we got here? See? So in this case, because I can't look left, price is just breaking. This is where I'll go to the monthly. So we could definitely see Euro JPY come to 148, another like 200 pips, which is where it's heading. All right. So 200 pips is a lot. So again, I want to identify this overall trend, right? We just broke structure here. Perfect. This is what I want to do. I want to wait for price to pull back. Pull back 50%. If I look to the left of me, I got a nice POI. Right? I got a nice POI zone. One could say right around here. And then look for my continuation to the upside. All right. I don't want to buy here. This isn't a good buy spot, right? I want to wait for price to pull back. And with the Fibonacci tool, I can line this up. I can wait. All right. So perfect. I want to watch for this to come back to the 50%, right? To potentially the 61. And always look left and identify your POI zone. You do that, guys, this becomes a very powerful, even more powerful technique. All right. So what you want to do is to practice this, back test, of course, guys. Go out there, back test. Then come back to the video. Be like, hey, Steve, I tried this out. You know what? I'm getting results. I'm not getting results. Maybe you cut another video and go a little deeper, explain a little bit more. But this is another way to add another tool to your repertoire when you're trading, guys. All right. The goal is to become profitable, right? So again, finding your own technique, right? Adding your sauce on top of the foundation that has just been laid for you. All right. So if you like this video, I didn't want to make it too long. I'm trying to make these videos short, sweet, straight to the point, and most important, impactful. Leave a comment below, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Again, if you want to get access to the Telegram is free. You know, I drop free trade setups every now and then. I'll, do a morning session with you guys that you tag along, and, we'll go over the markets together. And if you want inside the Telegram, the Discord, please shoot me an email, hit me up on Instagram or wherever, and let me know, and then we can definitely chop it up. All right, guys? But as always, love. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like, share, comment, share this with somebody, guys. This might help somebody get that breakthrough, get that aha moment, and take their game to the next level. So, as always, I'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care. Stay blessed. I'm out.